Good morning, everybody. It's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing the Kitsune Foxfire deck today. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread for a morning spiritual message just to uplift me, to get me going before I go to work today, and hopefully it can help you too. I'm going to go ahead and light some sage, and I lit a candle over here, and I hope all of you are having a good morning and starting your day out with a positive mental focus, connecting with spirit, and however you get your day started. So this is how I get my day started. So thank you for tuning in and sharing this experience with me. I just call on spirit, my angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, my ancestors, Mother Mary Magdalene, and Jesus Christ. I'm calling on this Kitsune energy this morning to give us a spiritual message of what this collective needs to know most today, on how to continue on this spiritual path and what our mental focus should be for the day. So thank you for tuning in. I cleanse my mind for a clear mind. I cleanse my vision for clear sight, and I cleanse my ears for clear hearing, and my voice for clear speaking, and my heart for a pure loving heart. I release all negative energies and entities from my energetic bubble. I cleanse and clear my spiritual space. And I thank Spirit for giving me the strength to continue on for this day and for the gift of life and for this spiritual message. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'll give these a couple shuffles. So thank you again for taking time out of your day to tune into my channel. Please hit that like button so that these messages can get out and help others with maybe whatever they're going through, spiritual ascension, or curiosity about spiritual ascension and light work. I'm going to do this Celtic cross spread, and then I'm going to get a light worker oracle card just to see for the light workers out there. So make a wish, leave behind what is no longer you. And I split the deck. Grace and make a wish. Be still a while, shadow dancer. Threefold protection. Be still a while. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. Thank you, Kitsune, for this message. I pray for a clear message for this collective. What is the main focus for the heart of this spread today for the collective of light workers that are spiritual ascending at this time for this morning? What is the number one message that we could use for this day? Give it one more shuffle. The cards are still a little sticky. Growth and the riches within. When I split the deck. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. That one almost popped out. What is the most important message for this collective today, Spirit? Oh. Okay. So, watch and listen carefully at the heart of this spread. And grace, crossing, watch and listen carefully, crossed by grace. So 21 and 10. And To Dance with Joy is the third card. And Threefold Protection, card number 4. So, very recent past and the past, possible future and outcome. Okay. We got hope for past or very recent past. And for future outcome for this collective, for this day, Spirit. So present outcome for this collective that I'm reading for, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Fleeting beauty. And then what are the hopes and desires? Hopes and desires. So hopes and desires, reputation, fears, and outcome for this collective. Hopes and desires for this collective. So watch and listen carefully with grace. To dance with joy. Threefold protection, hope, fleeting beauty. Hopes and desires. Riches within are the hopes and desires for this collective today. Number 1, the riches within. And what about reputation, fears, and right action? Okay. Be still a while. That's under reputation. So be still a while. What about the fears for this collective, Spirit? What are the fears? Okay. So coming of age and shadow dancer, which is 42. So coming of age. So at the heart of this spread, let's see, the Garden of the Night is what's on the bottom of the deck. So the heart of the spread is watch and listen carefully with grace to dance with joy. We have threefold protection, hope, fleeting beauty, the riches within, be still a while, coming of age, shadow dancer. So at the beginning of this spread is watch and listen carefully. So this is the heart of this energy. So I'm going to look up 21. As you can see, she's got flowers on her. It looks like she has little fox ears. So this is 21. There is a possibility that you need to be cautious and careful at the moment for what looks like a good situation, a friendly person, or an offer too good to refuse is disguised. There is no need to fear, but take your time and do not make commitments until you have investigated all that you can and received good advice from a trusted source. Kitsune, in the main, can be trusted, and this particular kitsune is coming to you to advise you to take care, hold back, and think before you act. Think does not mean to worry or to fret, but to rely upon wisdom rather than what you would like to be true. Do not be naive. Do not act rashly and foolishly, and examine carefully what it is before you. You may find that you will be very glad that you hesitated and took stock rather than simply going with what you wish. This is going to be challenging for many of us overcoming our own mistrust of the possibility, but in order to be a whole being, we must acknowledge that not all that takes place is in our best interests. And in this situation, there is a possibility that there is a person who is acting in a way that will only benefit them without taking into consideration your needs. So be wary, think carefully, act wisely, and seek out advice that can be of assistance before coming to a decision. So that's a good reminder for me to pause and think and meditate and pray on something before I make a free will conscious choice to act. Don't be haste. Don't be hasty. So watch and listen carefully is covered by grace. It's crossed by grace. So make your choices with grace. Graceful choices that are focusing on grace and dignity and what's best for all parties. So grace, this will be a time of balance and grace, of movement that is flowing and smooth, purposeful and free. All that must be done, and there is much that must be done, is attended to with ease and beauty. And you may find that others look look to you to see how you can move through so much without losing their sense of dignity. Others about you at this time are only seeing the surface of what's taking place, whereas you are able to go deep within and understand the meaning behind gestures and words, actions and energies. You are able to pierce the emotional camouflage so many people wear when they encounter others, and without prying, you see the truth that lies beneath. This makes you perceptive. But do keep your counsel, as many people need their protections and will not take kindly to feeling exposed. Instead, offer the example of movement through challenges without losing the best of who you are. Let people have their secrets and know that your perception of them is accurate, fair, and will help you fly above the troubles so many around you will immerse themselves within. Choose who you will offer your services to, who will be their beneficiary of your friendship and kindness, for your work has great value and must not be squandered with those who lack appreciation and understanding of beauty. Choose to protect yourself through asking for your worth in all circumstances without pride or vanity, but with a sense of honoring the knowledge that you have and the skills you have acquired to ensure longevity of your practice, whatever form it may take. You are a true and devoted person, and the kitsune will help you to see your own value clearly and to ensure that all you do is honored and respected. So that's a good reminder to watch and listen carefully before making any decisions, and making our decisions with grace, and remembering to dance with joy. We have threefold protection. We don't have to live in fear because we have hope. We know that some of the beauties in our life is a fleeting beauty. It's not going to last long, but we sure appreciate it while it's there. And we are focusing on the riches within our own heart and soul. And making healthy, conscious life choices. And sometimes we have to be still a while and watch and listen how people move before putting trust in them, because we are growing and coming of age. Like the shadow dancer. So 42 is the shadow dancer. I think we just read this one the other day. The shadow dancer moves through the forest, finding those who have a strong belief in who they are and how they can change and who they can become, revealing to them the hidden self they have shunned and avoided. When the shadow dancer comes, you will slowly come to illuminate the unknown within, and in this way, the lost. That's funny. I got the shadow. When the shadow dancer comes, and the sun's coming out now, you will slowly come to illuminate the unknown within, and in this way, the lost and unloved parts of yourself will be able to come home to you, and in time become a part of you that will offer you so much richness and creativity. This mysterious being brings to you the blessings and the blessing that so many of us refuse in this lifetime, the opportunity to work with their shadow. So many flee from her wisdom, but those who stay find many blessings more than if they had practiced avoidance. To dance with the shadow, to know the shadow, is a great challenge. It is not as simple as acknowledging our less than pleasant qualities. It is to acknowledge that within us there is much that we are unaware of, and that in order to come to know the shadow self, we must be humble and free and feel our way into our own deeper self. In this way, our own tendencies become illuminated over time and with patient, steady work. This work takes deep self-love, compassion, and often self-care. It can be troubling and can raise shame, guilt, fear as we begin to know what we have previously been unable to see. This is a process of seeing the unknown that lies within our own souls. This is not a process of self-condemnation, but one of self-discovery and deep self-love. When this card comes to you, prepare to dance with the shadow, to discover the hidden self within, who is so very different from the self you have created over time. This shadow self will be a great teacher and will come to you in moments that can shake our foundations. But when we dance with the shadow, we can become closer to whole than we once were. But in order to do so, we must be prepared to explore the strangest, wildest, and most unavoided aspects of ourselves. In this way, though, we become travelers of the soul, strong, authentic, with a wisdom that is born out of knowing thyself. When your work with the shadow dancer is undertaken, for it is never truly finished, you will be more than whole, with a truer sense of who you are here to be. So that's a good reminder to watch and listen carefully, make choices with grace, to dance with joy. We have threefold protection. We're instilling hope. We have fleeting beauty, and the riches within is where we're focused and on our desires. Sometimes we have to be still a while we're coming of age and dancing with our own shadow. It can be hard work and scary sometimes. So the fears was coming of age. So sometimes we don't want to grow up. We don't want to see those parts of ourselves, but it's necessary if we want to continue growth. Yep, the work's never done. So let's get one from this Lightworker Oracle deck. So for all the light workers out there that are, yep, that are trusting in the plan. This is trust in the plan. Fourth ray of harmony. So we're trusting in the harmony of light work. Love always wins if we let it. I choose to trust in the plan and ground myself today. This is part of my spiritual ritual and help myself feel grounded in spirit. So the pink rose of Lady Nada and grounding. So this is my spiritual practice that I connect with so that I can go out and get my mind right before I head off to work today. And this is 44, the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, and the pink rose of Lady Nada. Oops. Oh, let's try that again here. So please hit that like button if you're finding this message helpful. Family of Light. And this is the same one I drew before. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, number 44. So for all my family of light, the family of light that may be watching this video, hit that like button. We're mastering healing, family of light. We're growing our light within. Yep, here we go. Master healing and pink rose of Lady Nada. So thank you, Spirit, for this spiritual message for the light workers that I'm reading for today. Yep, here we go again. Look at that one. See? 1111 messages. The numbers. Number 11. Orbs of light. Keys of light. Orbs of light. All right, one more. Yes, this is past life activation and key of light. Thank you, Lightworker Oracle. Please give us a spiritual message that this group of light workers needs to hear most today. Spiritual message for the light workers. And what is most important that they need to know today as they go out to start their day. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Please help me have a message for this family of light that I'm reading for this morning on the major focus for whoever's spiritually ascending is light work, doing light work. Okay. Well, here's two. Fourth ray of harmony and seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. So this is the one I got. You can see the doors opening through his chest is bursting open. So it's opening a door as his heart chakra awakens. And the light of his heart is bursting forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see some of them are looking left, some of them are looking right, and then one of them is facing forward. His third eye is bursting forth light because of the heart chakra awakening after ascending these stairs. And then this is a female, and it looks like she's bowing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is funny. There's 5 in here. There's 5 in here. 5 men and 5 women. As you can see, there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and 1 in the middle. That's 5. And then you have this woman with her chest. She's surrendering to the divine, bowing to the divine. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 women, 5 men. And we have fourth ray of harmony, number 6 and 44, the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. And on the bottom, we have number 2, the second ray of wisdom. So the divine is touching her to activate this ray of harmony through the seventh ray of ritual and order. So it's divine order. So let's read number 6. I'm going to read just this little bit of it here. The fourth ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony, and balance. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Any conflict that you're experiencing now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessing of the fourth ray of harmony now. My son's name is Gabriel, and I chose his name because it means devoted to God, or God is my strength. The fourth ray of harmony is active in your life, and you are approaching spiritual initiation, which creates a whole new person, a new you. Initiation may begin with feeling torn between 2 choices or realities. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. You do. As you discover your strength to be patient with the process rather than trying to force an outcome prematurely, eventually you will outgrow the conflict altogether, emerging a wiser, more powerful you. You will have gained a positive outcome from what once was considered to be a negative situation. So 44 is seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. It says, when the gift of the seventh ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, ritual for healing purposes, resonating with high frequency violet lights, and the Archangel Zadkiel, the seventh ray, also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. The seventh ray is very active upon the earth at this time. All of humanity is being affected by it. The seventh ray is the push-pull between the old and the new, the life that has been and can no longer continue in that form, and the new life that wants to evolve from the old. It honors traditions and ancestral wisdom that serve new life. When the seventh ray enters your life, you are asked to balance your attachment to what has been with an openness to the new. It is time to fearlessly question what has been, honor what continues to hold value for you, and dismiss what no longer serves you. And the invocation of this is, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the seventh ray of ritual order and ceremony, and the assistance of the unconditionally loving masters on this ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel. I open to the magic of creativity, divine genius, and the ability to translate spiritual concepts into real world experiences for the greatest good. May I discover and use my innate power for conscious and loving ritual and ceremony to enrich and invite spiritual presence into the world. May all beings feel safe and consciously held in a loving divine order according to the great plan of love. Through my own free will, so be it. And the invocation of the sixth ray of harmony is, I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the fourth ray of harmony. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Gabriel to help me find balance, wisdom, and creative approaches in all areas of my life. I ask for unconditionally loving assistance to outgrow problems in my life. I ask for divine mercy, compassion, and tenderness to help me grow into all that I am divinely destined to be. May the art and beauty within me find the authentic expression in the world. May I be held from within and grounded in all my center as I approach the portal of initiation. May the unconditionally loving masters and angels that serve on this divine ray of light bring it to the hearts of all beings for the greatest good. Through divine mercy, will, and grace, so be it. So that is our fourth ray of harmony and seventh ray of ritual order and ceremony, for all the light workers who may be spiritually ascending out there that need a little uplifting today to help continue on this path. I hope that you found this message helpful today, and I hope you go out today and do something that makes your heart smile, take a walk in nature, and get grounded and hold your center. And thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope that you found it helpful. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace. Mother Lover out. Have a good day.